Well, this week, the Department of Education resumed collections on federal student loans in default. More than 5 million borrowers are now in default, according to the department. CNN's Ivan Rodriguez explains the options borrowers have.
The move comes as the Trump administration works to dismantle the education department and roll back former President Joe Biden's policies, including student loan forgiveness and forbearance. Now, millions of struggling borrowers are forced to act quickly or they might see their wages garnished. For millions of Americans, the Department of Education's announcement came with immediate confusion.
The amount that I owe is $185,000, and that is years and it's decades of interest.
46-year-old Leslie Gray says the pause on payments during the pandemic was a lifesaver, allowing her to pay off medical debt after overcoming breast cancer in 2017. That's also around the time she put her student loans in forbearance.
I haven't been able to catch up since then.
More than 5 million borrowers are in default and 4 million additional borrowers are in late-stage delinquency, which occurs after 90 days without payment, according to the Department of Education. Those could tip into default. Natalia Abrams with the nonprofit Student Debt Crisis Center says they've been inundated with calls from borrowers, many of whom aren't even in default.
This is by far the most confusing, challenging time in the student loan system.
Abrams says there are ways to know if you're in default and steps you can take to get out.
Studentaid.gov. That is going to be your North Star as a student loan borrower to see what program you're in, how far in repayment you are. If you are in default, you can look to a loan consolidation, so that restarts your loan, creates a new loan. It kind of halts that default process. Then you can look at default rehabilitation, where you can pay as little as $5 for 9 months.
It's important to remember a borrower can only rehabilitate a defaulted loan one time. Borrowers should also watch out for any scams that may deceive them with false promises of debt relief or more affordable payments. In Atlanta, I'm Ivan Rodriguez.